All right. So, got a little tip for you today. It's that time of year in our area on the Ohio River, some of our lakes around, that the bite starts really getting tough. Um, it's been taking, 9, 10 pounds to even cast a check on the river, but I think that's getting ready to change. It's probably going to change tomorrow. We've got a tournament, Ohio River Challenge Trail on the Ohio River out of Gallipolis. And if a guy brings in a limit of fish, he's got a chance to do well. And if he can get one or two good fish, there's a chance 9, 10 pounds can win this thing. Maybe less, but and it may still take 12. Somebody may really get on them. There's some guys that are really good down that way, but we'll see. One of the tips that I use, and this is a technique that there are going to be some guys who aren't real happy that I'm letting this cat out of the bag. It's something we started doing a few years ago. I actually saw Alton Jones doing this on MLF fishing. I saw that and I thought, I think that would work on the Ohio River. So I started trying it, and I've actually used it all over the country when the bite gets tough, when you need one more, you need one more bite, maybe one more keeper. I've not caught a ton of giants on it. I mean, I've caught my fair share of 2, 2.5s, which again, on the Ohio River is a really nice fish. But, you get out of state, but sometimes you just need that one extra bite. Works really good in grassy areas, but honestly, around laydowns and anytime the fish are finicky, this is something that I really, really like to do. So, this little guy right here, this is a Rage Menace. They make baby menaces, they make magnum menaces. The regular size menace for this technique is the size that I really like. I usually go with a white, some kind of white color. I've used the green pumpkin, and usually if I do, I like to dye the kickers on in chartreuse if I'm using the green pumpkin, if I feel like that's what I need to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just hook this bad boy on a weedless hook, or not a weedless hook, but a flipping style. You can use a 3/0 EWG. I've used those. I'm going more towards this style, and there's a couple reasons why, but I'm just going to rig this thing completely weightless. All right. And then I'm going to rig it weedless, or I don't know if it's technically a Texas rig, because I feel like, in my opinion, a Texas rig, in order to be a Texas rig has to have a weight. But I'm going to rig that thing up and just barely, or not even expose the hook, so that thing's kind of tucked in there. You can see what I got there. But and what I'm going to do with that thing is I'm just going to throw it out and reel it in real slow. You can stop it, you can kill it, you can twitch it, you can jerk it. It's almost like a weightless swim bait. Again, you can weight it, but the way that I really get good bites this time of year when things get tough, I think if there's any fry garters around, they'll eat it. I think if those fish that are actually feeding up, especially early in the morning, up on the bank, if they're up in those water willows, laydowns, reeling this thing over top of laydowns is absolutely deadly. Even over when they get up on the edges of the rock bars and the gravel bars, it can really be a killer technique to get a quick limit, or you can cover a lot of water with it. There's just a ton of things you can do. So I'm going to run down to the pond and give a little video of how I like to fish it, and kind of show you what I like to do, and hopefully we can get one to eat it down at the pond while we're doing this. All right, I'm out here at the pond. I was going to show you, how I fish this. I rigged it up for you in the garage, but I'm out here now. So I like throwing it on 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon. I prefer Seaguar Tatsu. 4/0 flipping hook fits it pretty good. That's kind of what I like, and that weight of the flipping hook helps to get it down a little bit without sinking it too fast. So that's why I use what I use. But hopefully we can get one to bite it here. But we'll cast over towards that stump, and I will run it just on it didn't take very long, just subsurface there. I don't know if we got that, but that was really cool. He hit it pretty quick. Nice largemouth there. I was really wanting you to see how it runs through the water, but that is how they eat it a lot of times. I'm going to try to make another cast here, get this rigged back up. That is one of the downfalls of the bigger flipping hook, is getting the bait back on the hook. Yeah, so let's try this again here. Same thing, I'm going to cast over towards the stump and reel it just pretty fast, just under the water. Now you can kill it, you can twitch it, different things, especially if you get them following sometimes. Sometimes that fast twitch or even a killing it like that will get them to bite. So yeah, it's a really good technique when the bite's tough. It's kind of cool to get that one to come up and smoke it, but just something that I do whenever the bite gets really tough. And not a great big fish bait, but again, gets a limit in the boat, and when the bite gets tough, that's what you need to be doing. So thanks again.